This is my audience. Oh, two of them. Small house. So I'm going to be talking about stress and how it can relate to people of a younger age and even an older age, and how it can have lasting effects on not only you but the people around you in your day-to-day life. So before I get into anything, the whole big thing is the definition of stress, and we need to understand that before we can understand anything. So the definition of stress, as told by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is it is a constraining force that induces physical, chemical, or emotional trauma that causes bodily or mental tension and may be a catalyst in disease or permanent mental damage. That sounds really scary, in my opinion. However, stress in normal amounts, like having a set schedule and needing to get things done on that schedule, that can be healthy for somebody. It's normal to have stress, and it's necessary for us to have coping skills in the world. However, and we all have stress. Every single one of us. You know, it could be a deadline or a project coming up or just chores around the house or your in-laws coming into town. It's relatable for everybody. However, large amounts of stress in very toxic ways can lead to very lifelong and devastating results. So one of the big things and one of the main points is that it can lead to lasting results, as I just said. And some of the things it can cause is depression and alcoholism and narcotic addiction, eating disorders, depressions, and it even is connected to cancer, which sounds crazy. Which, frankly, that does seem a little far-fetched. However, with the eating disorders and depression and alcoholism, there are very, very real connections with that. There were studies from Cambridge and several other universities that conducted studies on this. And all of the signs point to this person or the several people that they conducted the studies on having these lasting effects due to having copious amounts of stress put on them at a very, very young age, from ages 3 to, I believe, 15. And all of these factors, which, whether it be social problems, economic problems, everything ranges and it all accumulates. A lot of the problems that we were seeing were that the children that were having more and more stress on them were either high achieving academic students who were taking very, very high courses, student athletes due to having juggling academics and a sports career, and students who are living in a low income or high poverty area, along with high crime, so drug problems in the area, violence, everything of such as. It really did build on the student or the child in question, which is awful, and nobody should have to go through that. It shouldn't have to impact somebody that harsh. However, there are solutions that we are seeing, and one of the solutions, even though it is a bit controversial, is meditation. It's, whether it be transversal or, well, mainly just transversal, is it's a form of meditation. It's very much of like what you see on TV shows where they're sitting crisscross applesauce with their fingers out. It very much centers the brain and the body and the mind, and it keeps them in a way that they can try to cope. However, there are other coping solutions, like taking time out of your day to have for yourself and kind of getting your ducks in a row. And so one of the really whole big reasons of this topic is making sure to put yourself first. And I know this seems very obvious, but especially in high-stress situations, you can't always put yourself first. And one of the big things is making sure that you take care of your mental health so that stress doesn't pile up on you. And I think that's something that everybody can attribute to their day-to-day lives. Thank you.